It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, I am very happy that you are with me today. We're making it a gaming Wednesday, and I'm pretty pumped to get back into the gaming world. Back in January of this year, I listened to music from the Bloodborne soundtrack for the very first time. And since that video dropped, I think in the middle of January, I've received dozens of emails and requests for me to continue getting into music from this game. And today is the day, y'all. I am happy to get back to music from this game. Back in January, we heard the boss theme for Ludwig the Accursed and Holy Blade. So today and tomorrow, we're going to be focusing on music from this game. We got a boss theme today and a boss theme tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Today, we are checking out the boss theme for Lady Maria of the Astral Clocktower. Tomorrow, be sure you tune in. We're going to be checking out the boss theme for Lawrence the First Vicar. Looking forward to looking into both of these characters. As a bit of a reminder, the game is set in the Victorian era in Europe, and the people are being infected with a bloodborne disease that transforms them into horrific beasts. And the player's task is to unravel the mystery of this illness and help the masses by fighting a variety of enemies along the way. The game is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year. It first came out in 2015, and it continues to be regarded as one of the better third-person perspective video games ever created. And it has many accolades for its gameplay, its atmosphere, its sound design, its themes, its soundtrack, and its world design. It sounds like everything comes together in this game, and it continues to be very popular. The soundtrack itself is the result of work by several composers from around the world. We have work featuring Tsukasa Saito, Yuka Kitamura, Nobuyoshi Suzuki, Ryan Amon, Chris Velasco, and Michael Wandmacher. And the really cool thing that I was reminded of today as I read in is that this particular OST features real musicians. Y'all, it's not all electronic. Real humans are playing here. We've got a 65-piece orchestra and a 32-member choir. I'm pumped to listen to this. It's going to be fun. Not only have I found the audio from the soundtrack that y'all wanted me to hear, I've also found a playthrough video that shows Lady Maria actually being fought in the game. So we'll be able to see how the music is incorporated into the gameplay by watching this little video. It's going to be really exciting. I don't think I've ever been able to do that in one of these video game reactions. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's look at the original soundtrack cut first. This is going to be Lady Maria of the Astral Clocktower from the game Bloodborne. Here we go. Tubular bells, low strings. Cool. Sounds like D minor. There's a 5-1. Syncopated brass. Boy, those tubular bells really are like church bells in the Victorian era, right? 4 to 5. Yeah! Seven diminished of 5 to 5. Impressive. Leading tone to 5 in that. A real 5 chord, right? With the leading tone. Back to the 5. There's 6. Yeah. There's that leading tone again. To the 5. Awesome. That G sharp is hanging out, trying to resolve over that D. Wow, they're still using it. Boy, that's incredible in the way that the way it prolongs the tension there. Boy, it'd be amazing to hear this on a stage. To the 4. 5. God almighty. Why does that not sound like 1 anymore? Sounds like 5. It was 5. We ended on G. No shit. That's really interesting. Y'all, the whole thing is based on D minor. We've got the A major chord giving us the leading tone to that key with the true 5. We had the flat 6 to 4 to 5 to 1, and all of those leading tones, those G sharps, going up to the A, and then the A leads down to the D again. And at the end, somehow, and I missed the pivot, they ended up probably using a chord that is going to be common to G looking forward, and then by the time they landed on that D, which to me, I'm going, okay, D, it's 1, but it didn't sound like 1 anymore. It didn't sound like tonic. So it wasn't acting as tonic, it was acting as the dominant of where we were going to end up. In G, what used to be the 4 chord is now the 1 chord. And we end up in a completely different place from where we had been the whole time. So maybe that's their way of concluding the boss fight itself. Okay, you're done. 5 to 1, moving on. Yeah, you're not in D anymore, now you're in G. That was cool. y'all. I mean, really, really cool. So, I did find this playthrough video, and I can't wait to see this, y'all. It's a little shorter than what we just saw, or heard, I should say, and it looks like we're going to actually get to see some images and some footage from the actual game and see how this music that we just heard gets incorporated into the gameplay itself. I'm very curious to see how this works. So let's get right to it. This is the Lady Maria of the Astral Clocktower being fought in the game Bloodborne. Let's do it. Here we go. Listen to that sound design.
A corpse should be left well alone.
They make it sound like you're in a big space.
Oh, I know very well how the secrets beckon so
The woods
sweetly.
creaking.
Only an honest Dell will kill you now. From your wild curiosity.
I think they're gonna fight. Shit. Oh man. That's gonna stain the wood, y'all. Good lord. Here comes the music. That low cello theme. Good God. So it's quite in the background. But the commentary is there. The underlying angst and power. Look at that. How many times do you have to hit this person? Are they in an old church? God. The third-person nature of this is fascinating too. We're not seeing this through the eyes of the player. We're seeing the camera's back and showing us the scene. It's actually easier for me to follow than some of the first-person stuff that I've heard and seen. God. Here's that five. Looks like her power's waning. Are we winning? Whoa! God! The visuals are incredible. There it goes. They got her. Prey slaughtered. Wind rushing. And on we go. Well, I'm so glad I found that, y'all. That's really helpful to see, you know, because if you're playing the game, you're focused on other stuff and you're not necessarily actively listening to the music, but somehow it joins the experience at that almost subliminal level. It's just part of the way the worldview is constructed. And you know it without really paying attention to it, especially if you've tried to beat that particular boss a few times. Because that looked really difficult, y'all. But the way that they were able to take all of that music and just seed it into the background of the scene, and we've got the slashing sounds, the splattering sounds, the grunting of the players exerting, energy, the creaking of the floor, the stuff that's falling over when they crash into it. All of that makes it seem so just visceral and real. What an amazing, amazing time we live in to be able to immerse ourselves into stories like this with great music. And, we get to be the movie star. We get to be the hero who's, leading the charge. How cool is that? I don't know, y'all. It's a little gory for me. I don't know if I wanted to play it. That's a little... Reminds me of Mortal Kombat back in the day. But on a whole new level, right? Well, amazing music. And I'm really looking forward to tomorrow as well, because on tomorrow's video, we're going to do something very similar. I've also found a playthrough video for the boss theme that we're going to hear tomorrow. The one on Lawrence the First Vicar. So we'll do the same thing tomorrow that we did today. We'll hear the OST, and then we'll take a look at what it looks like in the game. And I'm looking forward to it. So make sure you come back tomorrow. But for today, it's been really, really a fun ride to take a look at this music again, this game again, and to see what is up with the boss theme to Lady Maria of the Astral Clocktower. I very much enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I hope you'll join me then, but for today, I believe that is all for me, my friends. I thank you for being with me, and we'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.